Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira Brinton. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. Good morning. This is my final day in Arizona, and it's been beautiful to be here, to witness my authors have their book launches, but actually to have my children witness me and my business. They've never been a part of the rewards of what I do. They see how much work I do every day. And they got to witness it in one of the book launches this week. And it was beautiful. And my sweet little girl, she just said, "I'm so proud of you, Mom." So my heart is filled because I feel like I united a lot of my worlds together this week. And it's been beautiful. So I'm really excited to read to you these words from my prayer corner. They came to me on the final day of the island 3 weeks ago. And I had felt so much bliss and love. I had witnessed so many couples. I had so many husbands and wives and those who were engaged and people who were, dating. Like, we had a lot of couples on the island. And I witnessed a love that I'd never seen before in these people. I witnessed a love that gave me a new hope for my future. And the island just always changes me. And so these are the words that God said. Stay here, stay present, stay in this wonder, release the mind, release the stress, and just be. Seek what you want. And then I went on and I wrote 6 pages of what I want. Like a Christmas list. And it was so beautiful for me to allow myself to really want in all areas of my life. And I love that since then, a lot of things have already shifted. And it's a lesson that God is always teaching me, which is the precision of the ask is always the magnet to what you seek. But also God abides by the law of magnification. And so when we don't allow ourselves to want, God can't magnify anything. And when we aren't clear on what we want, then there is no clear magnet to draw things to us. We just become like the metal that attracts anything metal, right? Like we're the magnet that attracts all metal. But I always have this vision of like, what if there was a magnet that only attracted gold? What if there was a magnet that only attracted silver? And so whatever magnet you had running, that's the only type of metal that would attract in. And that's the only type of, this is the only thing that would come to it. And I think most of the time we have these magnets running in our bodies that just attract everything. And it's because we're not clear. And it's because we're not getting precise with our prayers. Our prayers are very like watered down, vague. And mostly I think it's because no one ever told us that we're allowed to want. And no one ever told us that we're allowed to actually ask for what we want. But also because we've had our hearts broken and our trust let down. Maybe we asked God for something that didn't happen, and so we didn't trust God anymore. But one of my favorite phrases by Florence Scovel Shinn is, "What is mine by divine right can never be lost." And so I live by that principle. I've watched it literally bring to me lost luggage, lost things, lost money, lost children. Like this phrase, what is mine by divine right, can never be lost, frees us so that when we go into prayer and we ask for what we want and it doesn't come to us, then we understand that it wasn't ours by divine right. And so there is no loss. And when we claim what we want, we create the magnet inside of ourselves to be that. And so I'm inviting you to get more precise. Get more precise in what you want. And then precision will be the magnet to the results that you seek, to the miracles you desire. Vagueness is sloppy. Confusion is where we get lost. And so today we're going to go into prayer, and I'm going to invite you to pick up whatever it is that you've not wanted to get clear on, that you've been avoiding, that you have been running from, and we're going to put it into God, and we're going to ask that God will transfigure it. So I want you to pick it up, and we're going to put it into God. We're going to ask that God will transfigure this, transmute it, and allow it to come through with pure clarity. And I'm going to invite you right now to go into your heart and ask God for something that you've been afraid to ask for. Ask God for the thing that you keep saying, oh, I don't deserve it, or it doesn't really matter, or I'm afraid to get it. I'm afraid to get what I want. That one seems loud. I'm afraid to get what I actually want. Because our cells know the patterns of what we don't have. Our cells don't know the patterns of what we want. Interesting. So I'm just going to be quiet while you ask God for what you want. Now I want you to just allow your body to feel as though it's already been done. The relief, the comfort, the peace, allowing it to be done. May this be done. And then we're going to place our hands open. No, sorry. We're doing things a little differently today. I'm going to be quiet while you ask God to give you a blessing, the blessing that you need today. And then we'll come back. Take a nice deep breath in. Whatever words you heard, allow them to go into your prayer book. And then we're going to open our palms and ask God to give us a blessing of action, a blessing of insight, the blessing of what is the one thing we need to do today. We're going to listen. We're going to receive it. We're going to place it at the bottom of our prayer book. I'm going to wrap you today with the deepest place of trust, One, trusting that you can have what you desire, trusting that God hears you, sees you, and understands you, and trusting that you are known, that you are seen, and that you are loved by God. With that, I thank you for wandering into the sacred with me, and I will see you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you, my love, for wandering into the sacred with me today. It is always an honor to hold this space for thousands of us to gather daily in sacred devotion. If you feel called to deepen this practice and join me live, I invite you to be a part of the Sacred Wandering Circle, a private, intimate space where we share our daily blessings in a Facebook group and gather once a month for a live 1-hour session. We come together to bless the body, to pray, and to receive. There is so much power when we unite with others who hold the sacred sacred. If your heart is nudging you, you can find the link in the show notes. And remember, you don't need anyone to help you hear God. You are the conduit. God speaks directly to you. And your prayer corner, it lives within you always.